I walked into the conference room, and the air tightened, like a submarine hull under pressure. Her father, the fleet admiral, leaned back in his chair, that proud military smirk, the one that said, "You don't belong here." Men in uniform turned like gun turrets, predatory, amused. "What's your call sign, princess?" he asked. Laughter, a chorus of ego and arrogance. I stood still, breathing once, calm. "Black Widow," I answered. Silence. A shift. The smirk faltered for a heartbeat, only a heartbeat, but I caught it. Men respect one thing, power, and they fear venom they don't yet see. That was months ago. Tonight, I'm alone. Phone vibrating in my palm, again. My daughter-in-law's voice rings through memory, shrill and entitled. "If you want to join Thanksgiving, come wash the dishes, okay? That's the rule." Dishes! For a woman who married my son for his name, not his heart, who saw me as nothing but another servant in her self-declared kingdom. I had simply replied, "Enjoy." Then I sent her a single photograph, my villa in Switzerland. Glass walls, snow-crowned peaks, silence bought by wealth and solitude. Now my phone keeps ringing, 71 missed calls. Desperation smells just like fear. Funny how respect always comes late, after truth becomes currency. But beneath the calls, beneath the noise, there is something else humming, like engines warming before battle. A memory, a suspicion, the first fracture, the moment everything started to rot. It began the day I noticed her whisper behind closed doors, my wife, the Admiral's daughter. Small, innocent, she would say, just a harmless family talk. Yet her voice softened in a way I had never heard used on me, delicate, gentle, like silk on forbidden skin. She hung up the phone too quickly, eyes avoiding mine as if guilt lived in her lashes. I didn't confront her. Confrontation gives your enemy a warning shot. Instead, I watched. The subtle smile when her phone buzzed. The sudden visits to her father's base. The perfume she never wore for me. Her sudden interest in fitness, self-care, and secrecy. I tasted betrayal forming like frostbite, slow, numb, deadly. At night, she slept beside me, back turned. Distance where warmth once breathed. Love didn't die, it just hid, wounded, waiting. I told myself I imagined it, because the mind resists destruction of its own world. But truth has claws, and denial is only a delaying wound. When weakness whispered, I drowned it. Emotions are storms, beautiful, violent, and pointless. Strategy wins wars, and marriage, I learned, is nothing but a series of silent wars. I began quietly. Phone records, location logs, bank transactions for hotel dinners with her mother. Every detail collected like pearls, cold and precise. I kept working, talking, touching her shoulder in the kitchen as if nothing hollowed between us. The mask never slipped. People only suspect rage when it screams. They never notice the rage that breathes slowly. I replaced our home assistants, installed private cloud logs, synced her smartwatch to my device. She exercised for 2 hours, but her heart rate spiked only for 30 minutes. Interesting. She visited yoga spa retreats with new makeup and delicate lingerie in her gym bag. Interesting. Her father praised me loudly in public, yet told her in private I wasn't the man she deserved. I heard it, recorded it. Interesting. The Admiral once called me a civilian, a polite insult, a subtle dismissal. He thought rank equaled power. Men like him always do. But power isn't loud. Power is quiet intelligence, information, timing, patience sharper than knives. The deeper I searched, the colder I became. One night she left her phone unlocked. A single message glowed. And clarity is colder than betrayal, sharper than revenge. Miss you. Same time next week? A name, a place. Not her father, not family, a colleague, a man who saluted her father. Convenient, predictable, pathetic. I felt nothing, just clarity. Pain had already happened. This was only verification. I scheduled my exit with military precision. Financial accounts secured, documents notarized, legal traps laid. No confrontation yet. Never interrupt your enemy while they destroy themselves. The results came back from the private investigator. Photos, hotel records, entry logs, GPS data. Her affair wasn't new. It had history, roots, rot. I printed the evidence, bound it like a report for a commanding officer. She sat at the table sipping wine, ignorant, confident, unaware she was already a memory. I placed the folder in front of her. No words. She opened it. Her face drained. Wineglass trembled. Breath caught like a drowning woman's last inhale. Wait, she whispered. I can explain. I raised a hand. Calm, cold, no need. She broke. Tears, shaking hands, apologies flooding like a hull breach. I watched her crumble. Silently, emotionless. She expected rage. She found ice. The kind that kills slower than bullets. The next morning, I walked into the Admiral's study. He sat there, proud, decorated, unaware his fortress was already breached. I placed the same folder on his desk. He opened it. Silence stretched. His jaw clenched, like steel cracking. "You brought shame to this family," he muttered. "No," I replied. "You built a home where betrayal felt safe." He looked at me, not as a civilian, but as a superior he never earned the right to salute. I smiled then. Not warmth, victory. I'm leaving. And she won't benefit from my name, legacy, or company again. His eyes widened. He understood. They wanted my world. They lost access forever. Sometimes punishment is simply removing privilege. Today I sit in my villa in Switzerland, fire crackling, snow falling like clean silence. My phone still buzzes, calls, messages, regret begging for one more chance. I let it ring. Some destructions are mercy. Some endings are liberation disguised as loss. Once, I loved her. Now she's nothing more than a lesson I paid for in bloodless currency. Time, trust, illusions. Power isn't loud. Power is walking away while they choke on the truth. My final thought cuts through the quiet.